Amidst the vast, sun-scorched expanse of the Egyptian desert, a people's cry for freedom echoed against the dunes. For generations, the Israelites had endured the heavy yoke of slavery, their spirits yearning for a promised land. From their midst rose a leader, Moses, chosen by a divine hand to guide them from bondage. With faith as his only weapon and a simple staff as his scepter, he confronted the mighty Pharaoh, demanding the release of his people. After a series of devastating plagues demonstrated a power far greater than any earthly king, Pharaoh reluctantly let them go, setting the stage for an epic journey toward liberation. The initial steps out of Egypt were filled with a fragile hope. Thousands of Israelites, a nation on the move, journeyed through the unforgiving wilderness, their eyes fixed on the horizon, dreaming of the freedom that lay beyond. But their joy was short-lived. In his palace, Pharaoh's heart hardened with regret and rage. He summoned his commanders, marshaled his elite charioteers, and amassed his entire army. A storm of dust and iron thundered across the desert in hot pursuit. The Israelites soon heard the terrifying rumble of chariot wheels behind them. Before them lay an impassable barrier, the vast, churning waters of the Red Sea. Trapped between the charging army and the deep sea, their hope turned to despair. Moses stood before them, his expression a mixture of deep concern and unwavering resolve, his gaze fixed upon the waves. In that moment of ultimate desperation, Moses turned towards the Red Sea and raised his shepherd's staff. A mighty east wind began to howl, and an incredible miracle unfolded before the terrified eyes of the Israelites. The churning waters did not simply recede, they pulled back, rising into two colossal, towering walls of liquid crystal on either side. Between them, the seabed was revealed, a wide, dry path stretching to the distant shore. A hush of disbelief fell over the crowd, quickly replaced by gasps of wonder and relief. With renewed faith, the Israelites began their passage, walking on the dry ground, their path illuminated by a divine pillar of fire as they looked up in awe at the suspended walls of water. Blinded by arrogance and fury, the Egyptian army did not hesitate. Pharaoh, convinced of his imminent victory, ordered his chariots to charge into the miraculous corridor. The heavy wheels of war rumbled onto the seabed, their soldiers intent on slaughtering the escaping slaves. They raced to close the distance, confident that their prey was once again within reach. As the last of the Israelites set foot on the opposite shore, Moses, standing on safe ground, turned and raised his staff one final time. With that simple gesture, the divine command was given. The towering walls of water, held back by a force beyond comprehension, lost their form. With a cataclysmic roar, the sea crashed down, a liquid avalanche that descended upon the Egyptian army. The corridor vanished in an instant, and the full might of the Red Sea consumed Pharaoh's chariots, his horsemen, and his soldiers. The pride of Egypt was swallowed by the depths. Their pursuit ended forever beneath the waves. On the far side of the sea, the Israelites stood in stunned silence, watching the waters settle. They were safe, delivered from the hands of their oppressors. Their awe turned into songs of gratitude and praise for the incredible deliverance they had just witnessed. Moses, their leader and liberator, stood among them, a humble instrument of a power that had parted the sea itself, a living symbol of divine intervention and the unquenchable promise of freedom. As the day ended, the sun cast a golden glow over the Red Sea, now placid and whole once more, its surface calmly reflecting the dawn of a new beginning for a newly freed people.